Hello there, this is Anthony Johnson, and I'm back to you with another Pandas video. So Pandas is a library of Python. So just in case you wasn't aware of that, the premise of this video is we will learn how to read and access JSON data. JSON data is essentially how we interact over the internet, over the web. It stands for Java Object Oriented Notion, if I'm not mistaken. It's a very simple syntax. I'm actually going to show you. So you see on the screen, we have my file path. I'm going to click on this tab here, and this is the actual file that we have. You create a JSON file. You can do it in Notepad. Just uh, whatever your file name is, .json as your file extension, and you will have a JSON document. So this is the exact file. We have order IDs here. This is essentially 10 transactions. We have our order ID, our customer name, our items, our item names, the quantity of each item bought, and then the price per item. We also have a total amount column. So essentially we have 1, 2, 3, 4 columns. And then we have a JSON array here for actual items as you go by multiple items. So that's the framework. Let's start reading JSON within Python. So as we start off, we import pandas, go to alias of PD. We're gonna actually come here and we're gonna do df equals PD, which stands for pandas, which is our alias, read JSON, which is our function to actually read files from JSON. I'm gonna add our parentheses here. I'm going to place an R in front of the double quotes. It represents raw, literal file paths. So opposed to adding additional backslashes here, we will use the R for less coding, more readability. So now we have within our df variable, we have our JSON file. It's ready and open for us to analyze. So what we're going to first do is we're just going to print it. Our actual document. We're going to print it to a string function. So df.toString, as you see from my previous videos. I'm going to save that. We're going to execute it. And as you can see, we have our order ID, our customer name, our items column. We also have our total amount. So that's printed into the string, to our string function. That's one way we can do that. Another way we can do that, we can use our data frame function. So we'll do print df, which is our variable, dot data frame. df.pd, my apologies, dot my apologies. Okay, it is trying to go off the cuff. Okay, pd.data frame. And then we place our variable, which is df in there. So let's save that. Alrighty, so let's see our JSON data in data frame. As you can see, it's a little bit more tabular, but it's essentially the same as we've seen it from the toString. The only difference here is we don't see all of the data, the entire data frame, as I guess we can call it a data frame, compared to, let's just remove this. Let's run this and let's compare it a little bit. Okay, so as you can see, the df.toString, we see our entire JSON array. Down here, we have an abbreviated situation, but our totals are correct. Nothing was miscalculated or anything in that nature. So let's go to our last example. We'll just comment this out, comment this one out. So we want to say we wanted to locate specific records or values based off the ordinality in the data set. We would do something like this. We use the lock or the location attribute. We can bring back just one record. We can look over here. This is the order, excuse me. This is the order that it will be in because we are in an indexed, zero-based index format. So 0 is Alice Johnson and 9 is Jack Walker. This is to the human readability order ID, which is 1 to 10, but here is 0 to 9, based off the computer's reader. So say we wanted to see Alice Johnson, actually, let's do Bob and Ivy. So Bob and Ivy will be 1 and 8. Let's create a little list here. We'll place 1 and 8 within there. Save it. Let's execute it. Let's see if we get back here. So as you can see, we get back exactly what we placed in there. Bob Smith and Ivy Lewis. We have what they purchased and the total amounts. We have an abbreviated version of what they purchased, but you can always reference the toString if you want to get the entire data frame. So let's just execute this so we can see what we have here. This is just, just little small examples, just introducing you to how to interact using Python with things like JSON, reading CSV files, and pretty much anything. Python is a pretty utilitarian sort of programming language, so it's pretty limitless in regards of what you can build. So as you can see here, using the toString, we have our whole entire JSON array with the supporting columns, and as you can see here, it's abbreviated. So just to double check, you can run both of them and compare and contrast. But I hope this was helpful. Again, we use Python to read a JSON document, and we also use data frame to frame it in a tabular format. The tabular format is a little abbreviated in regards to printing the actual file to the toString function. And then we also use the location, which is an attribute of data frame in a Pandas library and module. So I hope this was helpful. Hope you guys have a blessed day, and bye-bye.